Vocal confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about sounding like you believe in what you're saying. Welcome to the Voice Room podcast, Asia's one and only podcast dedicated to the power of voice, speech, and presence. Whether you are listening in Singapore or from other parts of the world, we are so glad that you're here. Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of the Voice Room podcast. I'm your host, Karina Tien, voice, speech, communication, and presentation expert. Whether you are building your career, leading a team, or preparing for your next big move, today's episode is one you absolutely need to hear. We are talking about the invisible elevator to success. That is vocal confidence. Let me say that again. Vocal confidence. Not job title, not GPA, not even how much you know, but how confidently you sound when you open your mouth. So many talented professionals are overlooked, not because they aren't qualified, but because their voice doesn't match their competence. Today, we are going to unpack how voice confidence directly impacts your professional success, and more importantly, how to build it. Let's define it up front. Vocal confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about sounding like you believe in what you're saying. It's a combination of clear articulation, calm pacing, steady breath, and aligned tone. When these elements come together, your voice says, "I've got this," even before your words do.
Hey, if you have been wanting to sound more confident and intentional when you speak, the Voice Room Masterclass 2026 is now open for enrollment. It's a live, small group experience designed to help you master vocal control, expression, and presence. We will start this March, so visit thevoiceroom.com/masterclass to save your spot. Now, back to the show.
Now, here's what's wild. According to a study published in the Harvard Business Review, people with confident sounding voices were rated as more competent and likable, even when what they said wasn't more insightful. Let that sink in. Same content, different tone, completely different outcome. So, how exactly does vocal confidence shape your professional life? Here are 3 undeniable ways. Number 1, it influences first impressions. Studies show that people form opinions about your intelligence, trustworthiness, and status within the first 10 seconds of hearing your voice. Not meeting you, just by hearing your voice. Number 2, it impacts leadership potential. In one Yale study, team members were more likely to follow instructions and defer to people who spoke with confident vocal tones, even when no leadership title was present. Number 3, it determines how your ideas land. Have you ever had a brilliant idea, but someone else in the room said it louder, clearer, or with more conviction, and suddenly it became their idea? That's vocal confidence in action. And here is the kicker. If your voice doesn't sound like it believes you, your listener won't either. Let's call out the common signs of vocal insecurity. You may recognize a few of these. Number 1, shrinking volume at the end of sentences. Number 2, raising inflection on statements. Number 3, over-apologizing or filler words such as I think, maybe. Next, we have rush pacing or breathless delivery. And lastly, a nervous laugh after making a point. Now listen, these habits don't mean you are not confident, but they make you sound like you are not. And perception is everything in professional settings. So what do we do about it? Let's move into solutions. Technique number 1, use grounded breathing. Confidence start with calm and calm start with breath. Practice 4x4x4 breathing. Here is an example. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Do this before any high-stakes conversation or meetings. It slows your nervous system and gives your voice more support and steadiness. Technique number 2, speak in full finished. This means don't let your voice trail off. Say, I believe this is the best direction. Not, I believe this is the best direction. Train yourself to land the plane with every sentence. That closing word should have just as much weight as the first. Technique number 3, slow down to own the room. Confident speakers don't rush. They trust the message. They let it breathe. Try this. Record yourself reading a paragraph aloud at your natural speed. Then record it again 20% slower. Listen to the difference. Chances are the slower version sounds more composed and more compelling. Technique number 4, practice power posture. Body affects voice. Before your next presentation or interview, take 2 minutes in what Amy Cuddy calls power pose. Stand tall, chest open, arms on your hips, like a superhero. It might sound silly, but it tells your nervous system, I belong here. That will carry into your voice, guaranteed. Technique number 5, commit to the message. This is the most important one. You can't sound confident about something you don't believe. So before you speak, ask yourself, what's my point? What do I want them to feel or do? When you are clear about your message, your tone follows naturally. Let me tell you about Nina, an IT specialist that I coached. She was brilliant, truly. But during stakeholders' meeting, her ideas got passed over again and again. Her voice would get smaller when challenged. She said things like, I don't know if this makes sense, but before sharing a strong idea. We work on clarity, volume finished, and emotional intention. 3 weeks later, she presented a product rollout plan, and someone on the panel said, Nina, your energy really commanded the room. Same person, different voice, major outcome. Here's a powerful perspective you may not hear often. Vocal confidence isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about removing the clutter, the nervous habits, and the self-doubt that your real conviction can come through. It is about allowing your voice to carry your true value. You don't need to become loud, bold, or aggressive to be confident. You need to be clear, centered, and connected to what you're saying. Let's wrap it up. Your voice is your professional handshake. is often the first thing people hear and the lasting impression they carry. Vocal confidence impacts, number 1, how you are being perceived, number 2, whether your ideas get heard, and ultimately how far your career can go. And the good news, confidence is trainable. Breathe deeper, speak slower, own your message, and commit to sounding like you belong because you do. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Voice Room podcast, and I hope it gave you the clarity, permission, and the tools to start sounding more like the leader you really are. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend or your team. Subscribe and rate this podcast. It helps others find us. Leave a comment with your thoughts or question and follow me on Instagram at The Voice Room for daily voice tips and behind the scenes. Once again, my name is Karina and I'm so excited to see you in the next episode.